Hey outdoorsnists, it's that time of year again, early spring. And we're gonna go see if our ramp patches are up and if the morels are out. I'm seeing on the Facebook Forager forums that a lot of people are picking their ramps and their morel mushrooms, so why not? I've also noticed a lot of, I can't think of the name of it. Tastes like rhubarb, it's super invasive. Japanese knotweed. Saw that up on the side of the road too. And I know there's a patch down here, so maybe we'll snag a couple shoots of that for good measure. I don't know. I don't know how to make jam with it. And I don't need more jam in my life. So, dear brown. Anyway, yeah, no van camping this week. Raining like heck yesterday, so I just didn't really feel like going out on it. Plus, if all goes to plan, the back end of this month will be, not this month, May. Back into May, we'll be doing all the van camping I can probably stand. So, no harm in not doing it. Oh, we might see some fiddleheads too. So. Yeah, they're up. Check this out. You see that thing there? They throw that up in the late season, and that's how they do seeds. That's obviously one from last year. I'm not gonna mess with that little patch. There's a bigger one down here. That's the one I'm gonna mess with. So, yeah, if the ramps are out, then fingers crossed we'll get some morels. I usually get at least one in here. Who knows? You know what we definitely probably gonna get is ticks. I was out walking with a friend the other day. She had her dog out, and we didn't get any on. I didn't get any on me, but because I didn't have the dog on me. But yeah. Anyway, long story short, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a tick or two coming out of here, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we've found where the ramps grow. But I think what I'm going to do is go a little further down to where I hope the morels are. And I'm going to snatch them first. And then get the ramps on the way back. We're just cutting the leaves today. I've kind of gotten away from the whole bulb harvesting. But apparently it takes ramps a very long time to mature, so I don't want to stress the patch too much. I mean, it's a pretty big area, but anyway, moral of the story. Fiddleheads on a side of the woods I haven't seen them before. That's cool. I'm gonna nip a few of these fiddleheads. Let me do that. We'll grab a few ramplings. I haven't seen any morels yet. So. But then again, I haven't been in the part of the woods where I usually see them. So there's hope for them yet. I'm gonna get my knife out of my pocket. Alright. Fiddlehead fern. You can tell because there's a V groove in the stem. There's this papery brown stuff, and the stem itself is a little shiny and green. You want them before they uncurl too much. I'll grab that one. Let's see, we don't want to like take the whole thing, because we want them to produce their little spores and propagate. So We're not gonna hoover up every single one of them, but we can take maybe 2 from each, I'd say. Let's go 2. So over here. I'll go to that one. A bunch of ramps in here too, obviously. Some people, they know where there's enough fiddleheads to fill like a 5-gallon bucket. I've yet to come across that many, but usually every time I find them, I don't see them patches larger than like a dozen. So, hey, look at this bird nest from last season. If there's any eggs around it. Any eggshells? I don't see any eggshell. I don't know what it would mean if I did or didn't. Well, here's the knotweed patch that I normally would harvest from. I'm told you want to get it when it's about that size, because if it gets any bigger, it gets a little tough. I didn't come here today thinking I was going to grab a lot of knotweed. What do we got? Frog eggs over there. I don't know if you can see them. Spring, doing spring stuff. I wonder what that was. Mushroom, obviously, but I wonder if it was a chicken of the woods. I don't think I've seen any chickens in this part, so that would be the first if that's what it was. I didn't get to do a lot of fall foraging in here last year because I was on that road trip. Still no signs of morels. There is a chance that we won't find any, that they're not up here yet. Maybe another week or 2 if we don't find them today. I need more fiddleheads than I normally do, so that's cool. Ramps galore. Alright, I just went through the spot where I normally find most of the fiddleheads. Got a pretty good haul of fiddleheads. Deer out and about. So if we're gonna find morels today in here, it's gonna be in this area. So let's hope we do. If we don't, I can come back in another week or 2. And if they're gonna be up this year, that's about when they'd be up. So. A woodpecker. Woodpecker's been at it. So. Anyway, even if we don't find morels, I'm glad I came in here today when I did, because the fiddleheads are in prime nipping condition. Like maybe another week and they'd be too old. So that's good for me. Hoping I'll find one on camera. You can all see me squeal with delight. I squealed earlier. I got caught in some god-awful pricker bush. Like the thorns on it are all backwards facing, so you try to like pull out of it, it just cuts you even more. It's horrible. Hopefully I don't run into one of those again. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a mushroom. From back there, it looked like someone had killed a squirrel and like done something awful with it. Kind of a morbid thought, but that's what it looked like. Weird. Puffball. No morels. Haven't seen a single one. And this is the area I'd see them too if they were here. So yeah, it could be like I thought, but they're just they're not up yet. Because usually when I come in here and I find morels, it's a little late for the fiddleheads. So it stands to reason that it might be another week or two before the morels come up. Ramps are of course up, and they'll be here for a while. I ain't worried about that, obviously. Bass violence. Don't forget my stick. Alright, I'm going to walk back through there a bit, then go back that way, just to make sure I didn't miss any mushrooms. And then we might want to think about getting back. Fishing might not have been a bad idea either. But I've never had a lot of luck fishing in this river. Like, and when I say not a lot of luck, I mean no luck. Like, I don't think I've ever caught a fish out of this stretch or above the bridge. I think the one time I did go fishing up there, I found an antler shed, which is pretty cool. But I also slipped and fell. I was wearing a flip-flop. I did something in my foot, like it had a huge bruise on the inside of my foot. So, hurt like heck. I don't think I'd go barefoot in the woods anyway. I don't typically find morels between here and the road, so. Say bye to the knotweed. So check this out. A ramp threw up through a leaf. It's necktied itself. There. I wonder if as it grows it would rip through the leaf or not. I've seen that happen before, like bigger ones. So I don't know. I don't think this is a huge problem for the plant population or anything, but it's just kind of odd when it happens. What else do we got out here to look at and remark on? Not much. Alright, outdoorsness. That was definitely worth the time. So, yeah, no morels, plenty of ramps, more fiddleheads than I normally see. At least one tick, probably quite a few more. I'm gonna pick him off and get rid of him, and then yeah, I think that's the video, guys. Like, subscribe, and we'll be doing some more of these